Okay, I'm not sure if what I just didn't save, so I'm just going to take a quick break, put on my specs, and see if everything I just did um, I screwed up. So let's just wait and see. Okay, so I think I forgot to save the last thing I did. So I'm talking about gaining weight after liposuction, which is a topic that I was looking for. Not that I was planning on gaining weight, but I was just sort of morbid curiosity. And I couldn't find anything in sort of popular YouTube videos or anything in the scholars area of Google. And so I'm here, sacrifice myself to science, and I will tell you what happened when I gained 15 pounds after plastic surgery. And you can tell I'm being goofy because I'm a little bit embarrassed, sort of. And um, how and why I gained 15 pounds, I could do another video on that and give you a whole long list of excuses, which I just may do. Um, but I'm really only here to tell you what it looks like when you gain 15 pounds after liposuction. So, um, just to those of you who don't know me, what I had was I had a neck and face lift. I had an arm lift, both sides, obviously. And arm lift only covers the upper arm, just so I'm just a little foreshadowing there. Um, Breast lift and augmentation. Um, I had my waist lipoed a little bit. I had a full body lift where they basically cut you right around and cut out a section of skin, and that's sort of hanging down loose after a large weight loss. And they basically hike up your skin on your thighs and your waist. So in that there's some fat lost and some liposuction. And I had a inner thigh lift, which included liposuction and um, pulling up the loose skin. And so there's a scar in my, you know, where the underwear elastic goes in the crease of my, where my thighs join my crotch. And I had some lipo on my inner knees. I'm going to tell you what I did. I was down to 142 just post plastic surgery. And over the past year and a month, I have gained 15 pounds. So I'm going to tell you where's this camera? Two strange um, ways that the fat has distributed itself. And you can extrapolate on this and imagine how weird it would be if you gained twice as much or 3 times as much. How strange things get, and I'm sure that nobody reveals this nasty secret if they spent, thousands of dollars doing this and then promptly gain the weight. So I'm going to show you the first kind of strange thing. And my arms are still relatively slim. They're not like thin, but they're, you know, just to look at them, they just look normal. Um, but if I have the arm like this, can you see this profile here? A slim upper arm, and then woo! This is all flab here. This is below the scar. The scar ends about here, and then you've got this lovely flab going all the way down. And there's flab up here. Um, and if I turn around, I don't know if you can see it, but there's like a little blubber here. So that's, I mean, when I went in for plastic surgery, my forearms were a little bit chub, and because I didn't get down to like super thin. I mean, I was like in the low 140s, and being a shade under 5'4", I probably could have been thinner. But whatever. I had to, the timing was right as far as my vacation time, my husband's vacation time, my uh, work partner's vacation time, that I did it in August. Um, so consequently, my arms are somewhat slim-ish upper arms. I can still fit into blazers and things. But because I wear a lot of 3/4 length tops to cover the scars still, I find them really tight on the forearms, and it just drives me nuts. I hate stuff tight, and so that's what I'm contending with. And I don't know if I gained another 15 pounds, if it would just look totally bizarre. I imagine it would. I have gained weight um, in my just kind of all over. I was always a person who kind of gained weight evenly all over. Um, Now, for area 2, that's a little bit bizarre. I had upper thigh lift, so the inner thigh, um, very slim. For the first time, I can wear skinny jeans, and I don't have my thighs rubbing together when I wear shorts. It's pretty cool. But you will see, I'm going to stand back in a moment, and you'll see how where I had the inner thigh lift, it's smaller at the top of my thigh than it is slightly lower down. And I imagine if I gained even more weight, it would look increasingly more bizarre. Um, and I don't plan on gaining more weight. This is kind of my confessional right now. And so I'm going to show you what that looks like. And here it is. So I'm wearing short cutoffs. I don't know if you can see that it goes in here. And then there's that bulge here. So it's narrower here, which isn't what most people's biology looks like. I did gain some weight here, uh, and then I've gained weight my calves. So I can wear skinny jeans, but they're tighter than hell on my calves, and they weren't so tight before. I mean, my calves have always been a little large because I played a lot of ice hockey growing up, and even played some as recently as the last 5 years. And so I'm in a situation where I have big forearms and big calves because the plastic surgery didn't touch those areas at all. And so gaining more weight, I think things would really start to get out of proportion. And I feel like I'm whispering. I always feel weird talking to myself. I'm in my house and my 2 teenage daughters are somewhere else, and they're probably wondering, who's she talking to? But I told them I was making a video. So anyway, that's what happens when you gain weight from liposuction, or after liposuction, is you're going to gain it somewhere else, and so your shape's going to change, and it might look bizarre. Um, and yeah, I'll show you my stomach too, because if they do the tummy tuck or whatever properly, they shouldn't take all the fat away from your stomach, because otherwise it just looks strange. And I've seen people who just have this sheet of skin stretched straight down, and it looks a little bizarre. So traditionally they leave a little bit of fat around your belly button, just so that you've got the normal contour there. And that's where you also gain weight. So I'm going to show you what my tummy looks like. And this is humbling. I just want to say it's humbling. I feel like I've misused my advantage that I had. And in another video I'll tell you how to gain weight effectively, because I've become expert at it. So here's my belly, and might not, you can see a little shadow under here. It's so soft and doughy. You can't imagine how wonderfully soft and pillowy it feels. Um, Up above and below. I have this scar because I had a nasty scar up here. They had to do it differently on me. Usually your scar's down here, but they had to do it up here to incorporate another scar just for the blood supply purposes. So I have a little bit of fat here, a bunch of fat around my belly button. Not so much here. If I relax, okay, it doesn't look that bad. But most of my pants fit underneath this fat, so I've been deceiving myself. But I've gained weight kind of all the way around, but real kind of ucky and pudgy here. So that's what happens. Basically, wherever you didn't have the fat sucked out is where you're liable to regain weight. And perhaps if you really worked at it, you could gain weight where you had the lipo, because they don't take all the fat out, obviously. So that is what happens when you gain weight after liposuction. So let my story be a warning to you. If you don't want to look strange, uh, and let me tell you, they don't do lipo on your lower leg. For some reason, it can be a disaster. And I don't think they do lipo on your forearms. So you got to kind of live with that weirdness. And like I said, the top of the thigh goes in, which isn't the normal contour of a leg. So yeah, so this is exactly what I thought would happen to somebody, not necessarily me. This is exactly what I thought would happen if you gain weight after lipo. And so there you have it. And hopefully I can come back and report that it's gone. So this is my confessional today, and I hope serves as an example to other people, and hope you're more disciplined than I am.